A man swipes his credit card for a $200 grocery run. He feels good about it. Not guilty. Good. Because in his mind, he's not spending money, he's earning it. 2% cash back. 40 cents on the dollar he'll never actually see. And yet somehow, that phantom 40 cents feels more real to him than the $200 leaving his account. That's not an accident. That's not even really about the money. That's your brain being quietly rewired by some of the smartest behavioral engineers on the planet. Here's the question nobody asks. If credit card rewards actually saved people money, why would banks, companies obsessed with profit, spend billions of dollars a year handing it out? Most people believe rewards cards are a gift. A little bonus for being a loyal customer. Spend money you were already going to spend and get a slice back. Free money, basically. It feels like winning a game that costs nothing to play. But that belief collapses the moment you look at who's funding the rewards. Every time you swipe, the merchant pays the bank a fee usually between 1% and 3% of the purchase. That fee doesn't disappear. It gets baked into the price of everything you buy, whether you pay with cash, debit, or a rewards card. Economists have a name for this: the swipe fee tax. And the wild part is, everyone pays it. The person paying cash for their coffee is quietly subsidizing the rewards of the person in line ahead of them swiping a premium travel card. You're not getting free money. You're getting some of your own money back after it's already been taxed on the way out. So why does it still feel like winning? This is where it stops being about finance and starts being about psychology. Behavioral economists call it mental accounting. Your brain doesn't treat all money the same. A dollar earned from your paycheck feels different from a dollar that shows up as a reward. One feels earned through labor. The other feels like a windfall, a bonus, a prize, something separate from your real budget. So, even though both dollars spend exactly the same at the grocery store, your brain files them into completely different emotional folders. That's why people will happily spend $200 to earn $4 back without ever asking whether they needed to spend the $200 in the first place. Banks understand this better than almost anyone. Look at how airlines and hotel chains built entire empires on this exact psychological trick. Delta, Marriott, American Express, their loyalty programs aren't side projects. For some of these companies, the loyalty and rewards division is more profitable than the actual service they sell. Airlines have quietly become, in some years, more profitable at selling miles to banks than at selling seats on airplanes. Think about that. The frequent flyer program isn't a thank you gift for flying. It's a financial product wearing a travel costume. And once you see that, the twist becomes obvious. The reward isn't the product, you are. Every swipe generates data. Every reward category, more points on dining, more points on travel, more points on gas, isn't random. It's a nudge, engineered to steer your spending exactly where the bank and its partners want it to go. Want people eating out more? Boost the dining category. Want them booking travel through your portal instead of a competitor's? Make the points worth double there. The reward structure isn't reflecting your habits, it's shaping them. Here's where it gets uncomfortable. Studies on spending behavior have consistently found something banks have known for decades. People spend more when they use credit instead of cash, sometimes significantly more, simply because credit removes the physical, emotional sting of paying. Cash hurts to hand over. A tap or a swipe doesn't. Rewards cards don't just ride on top of that effect, they amplify it. The promise of points gives your brain permission to spend a little more because I'm getting something back. That permission is the entire business model. And then there's the group most rewards programs quietly depend on, the people who don't pay their balance in full. Reward credit cards tend to carry higher interest rates than plain ones. For someone who pays off their card every month, rewards can genuinely be a small, real, win-free money, more or less, funded by everyone else's swipe fees. But for someone who carries a balance, even briefly, the math flips violently. A few dollars in points can be erased in seconds by a single month of interest charges that dwarf them. The reward isn't the trap, the float is. This is the part that reframes everything. Rewards programs aren't designed to make you rich. They're designed to make spending feel smart, so that the friction of debt feels smaller than it actually is. The confetti drop feeling of cash back is doing real psychological work. It's covering the sound of the meter running underneath it. None of this means rewards cards are evil, or that using one makes you foolish. Used with a balance paid off every month and spending that would have happened anyway, they really can put a little money back in your pocket. But the moment a reward changes what you buy, when you buy it, or how much you're willing to spend to earn it, the reward has already won, and you haven't. The next time you feel that small hit of satisfaction from a cashback notification, ask yourself one honest question. Would I have spent this money anyway? If the answer is yes, you got a genuine discount. If the answer is no, the bank didn't give you a reward. It sold you one, using your own psychology as the currency. If this changed the way you think about that plastic in your wallet, you're already ahead of most people who use it every single day. Stick around, because the next hidden system might be sitting even closer to home than this one. And I'm curious, when's the last time you bought something just a little bit bigger just to hit that next reward tier?